Like I had a lot of like friends from other schools that go see this, and they liked it a lot.
I really liked it when I saw it in theaters.
And you mentioned viewing this with the idea that's about school shootings helps it. So like I'm gonna try and view it through that lens.
She was going to her classroom just like every morning.
Hey, movie, thanks. And like I need to hear the actions of the characters as they do it. His last name is Lily.
That's not a last name. There are no roots are running.
They had no Naruto running, so they just left and were never seen again. Okay.
There was a really good teaser trailer when Sinners was in theaters that basically had this information but didn't have any details of what the movie was at all. All it had a website to something like maybrookmissing.com, and that was it. That was all the teaser was. Yeah, it was like an ARG.
It's cool. And this other dude's movie was Barbarian, wasn't it?
Yep.
Ooh, I like that title card.
That's a cool title card. Yeah, Barbarian fucking sucked, but he somehow redeemed himself with this. Thank you, Coca-Cola.
Like intro narrations being written feels a little redundant, but it's probably a kid, so like
maybe it's intentional. Now, what I do like about this movie is they kind of they do like different sections for different characters that are all related to the plot.
That's cool.
I want to know exactly what she was doing in there.
I don't know, her job. She walked in. I do like the idea that like, I mean, I think I've heard like some policymakers be like, well, parents like no, sorry, like teachers should have guns in the classroom to like ward off school shootings.
God,
so like,
no.
like blaming the teachers, and I kind of like how that's tying in here.
They don't make a lot of movies about school shootings. I'm not realizing.
Like that.
Also, hell yeah, liquor. Also, good tracking shot. She just wants to drink in peace.
Girl, you gotta bolt up your windows.
you gotta do more than lock the door.
You gotta get that glizzy out, bro. Fucking Shark Tank.
I was about to say that's Shark Tank.
Some of the stuff that goes on that show is kind of cool, but like I always hate the rich people on it.
Well, because they're rich people, of course. You can see the shadows under the door.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
I never noticed that in theaters.
Like, she's just a teacher.
Why must we harass the teachers? They're already barely paid. You know, if teachers actually were paid well, I actually would maybe be a teacher. I remember when I was younger, I wanted to be a teacher. I'd want to teach like a college class.
Yeah, specifically like production or like.
I mean, I know a lot about like film history and like criticisms of film, so I'd love to do like a film studies class. I could teach like a production class too, or an editing class. The problem is I've looked into it before, and I'd have to get a master's to teach at a college. You need a bachelor's to teach at a public school. Can we stop judging this teacher? She just wants to drink in peace.
If any of these people had like any like logical thinking skills, how could she like coordinate like all those kids to just
except for one?
Except for one.
I'm not drunk. Okay.
That's what a drunk person says.
Leave the investigating to the investigators.
Yeah, but they're not really gonna get anywhere. Come on, Alden, you know better than that.
We know how police work.
They don't.
They don't. It probably doesn't look good like sitting outside of school.
Yeah, also like her like eyeballing that one kid makes her look so much worse.
Did following the kid?
And following. Jesus Christ, Lemon.
Curious George over here. They just like reading the newspaper. I actually do remember a couple jump scares in this movie working on me in the theater.
Only because nosy people take it upon themselves to walk up and peek through them.
Yeah, that's why they would do it. Karen is coming out.
White woman jump scare. White woman jump scare.
This is very well shot.
It is very liminal, but it's also like very level with its characters.
That was kind of funny. Yeah, I didn't really, because I didn't know why the movie was called Weapons, and so I said that after the movie was over. It's like I still don't get why it's called Weapons, and then she said the school shooting thing, and I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Stop following the kid.
Been thinking about you a lot, and
You gotta phrase that differently. How silent this is.
I know.
Like I feel like a lot of like modern horror like doesn't like use silence enough.
I know. That's why it really stands out with this.
Now I think it builds tension a lot better than music can.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I also like this unbroken shot too.
I know.
There's surprisingly a lot of those.
Continues to be a very healthy information exchange. So
That means they've done nothing.
Confidence that they are also pursuing every lead aggressively.
By aggressively, you mean very passively. I see.
Opposite day at the police station.
That's every day. Come on.
It's opposite day every day except for holidays. But they're closed on holidays.
Except Juneteenth.
Juneteenth is really opposite day.
Okay, yeah, this is cool.
Yeah, I like that. I like this a lot. It's actually
There's more.
It's actually very like Paul Thomas Anderson's Magnolia. which
Oh,
is-
he was in the truck. So Thanos did it this whole time.
There's something weird about seeing Josh Brolin just sleeping in a Batman bed.
Honestly, I kind of like it.
Do you think he like does this every night?
Did they know about Naruto running? Did they? Like, I don't
They
know.
had to have known.
Whoa, what the? It is about school shootings.
I think I was just really confused when I saw that. It really makes you feel like a weapon.
What makes you feel like a school shooting?
What is like another movie that is about like a school shooting? I genuinely can't think of another one. Actually, no. There's the Gus Van Sant movie. Same director as Good Will Hunting. Did a movie called Elephant, which is about a school shooting. Ah, they climbed the 5G tower.
What the fuck? That's the principal, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's wrong with your face?
Wearing a Mickey Mouse shirt.
That's the real irony. Fucking Paul.
I'm supposed to ovulate Friday so we can hit the target this month.
Nice. Okay.
He does not care in the slightest.
Not give a shit about her ovulation. God, to think like of how many times they had to reshoot these scenes, like
Yeah.
to make sure they're like in continuity with the other one. Like that's impressive. So the real weapons was the police this whole time.
I knew it.
Oh, what the? F-
I was gonna get hepatitis.
I got pricked. Damn. Okay.
All right. Now this is more like police.
That's the real police. I know.
That's
He was like, ah, who am I kidding?
more boring ass position.
Who fucks with their shirt on?
I was out.
Good lie. Good excuse. Like you couldn't have thought of anything. I was out getting milk. That's all you had to say.
You know, he's preventing one more iPad kid. He's actually a hero.
What's the fucking idle animation he was doing?
The Dutch angle is actually kind of okay.
I will say it's a little convenient how he just managed to find this house.
But like, I'm assuming this dude like explores a lot because he's, you know, doesn't have anything else to do.
You know, breaking and entering is okay sometimes. Something about suburban houses just freak me out.
Shit looks like it's at RE7.
You know what? That's actually not a bad comparison.
Like, it's a lot cleaner, but the color is the same. The hell? What? Oh, that's fucking creepy. Oh, unlock the door.
This music does feel very Euphoria. This is why I don't like camping.
Oh, hello.
There are things like that. I remember my grandma told me one time she wanted to be a kindergarten teacher.
Really?
But didn't because how poorly teachers are paid.
Wait, so this person, like, actually exists? You look like the person at the end of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
I'll talk a little more about the ending after this because it is something I was a little mixed on. Not really so the ending itself, but more like the idea of the ending.
Hey, look, it's up.
But they're gay.
Gay
Gay up.
people up. Wait, they're Disney adults then. Oh, I just connected the dots. You know, it's just like Last of Us with frickin' Frank being all like, oh, come in, we'll come in, we're all okay. So it's like a little ritual? Ew.
Yum.
So she can just like hypnotize people to just become like crazy then?
So that's kind of what I was referring to.
He's just random.
I guess what I was gonna get into later is I'm not the biggest fan of the ritual thing.
Not to mention, I'm not really sure how it connects to school shootings, you know, like how that commentary like works. Oh no, the whole like multiple perspective angle allows for some pretty like cool like structured like setups and payoffs.
I do love that a lot.
He was weaponized.
Nice. So that's how they're gonna do it? That's a very peculiar wording. Oh, I think okay, this goes the way I think it does. I think I understand the connection better then.
Kiss any supermodels?
What dad asks their child that?
Why didn't my dad ask me that?
Yes, like I assume these parents work, and so like if they like went, you know,
Vegetative?
I guess yeah, vegetative is the best word. Like not like their jobs wouldn't call. Like there wouldn't be any. There's like a couple things about like the way this plot is working, which I'm like a little questioning.
I didn't even think about that until now, but that does make a lot of sense. Kind of an ugly kid.
Damn.
I'm not saying this is a perfect movie, but there are little like holes that kind of
Yeah, there's a
little bit.
handful. There's a handful. It still ain't bad. It's just like
and
once you
it
see
still works pretty well, but there are things about it if you look hard enough.
So I'm gonna bet this Alex kid is gonna wish like these kids like disappeared or something, right?
No, it's not that.
Okay, because I thought it was gonna be like, because you know, like actual school shooters are like bullied or like they're losers and they just
Right.
like they take their rage out like and they manifest it, and then of course you know
I want you to go upstairs, wash your face, brush your teeth, and then it's bedtime. No dinner for you.
it's like 3 p.m. I will say I didn't expect like a villain in this.
I'm still just not completely sold on the whole ritual thing.
I think like the Gladys character like works okay like on her own. Like the actress, I think
She's doing a decent. She's doing a good job. But yeah, I don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't really thinking like rituals and almost like voodoo.
Yeah, I guess like I thought it probably could have been like, and admittedly, if it had to be a person, my brain would probably go to like a brainwashing, which in this case, which isn't too off the mark here, to be honest.
No, I mean, she is still technically brainwashing them. Also, even though I do understand why it's called Weapons, I still think that's not a great title.
Bring an object from each of your classmates.
Oh, so that's how.
Yeah.
Okay. It feels like they're just kind of like, we had to come up with a reason for how this happened. Like in the real world, this kid wouldn't be able to get away with this. And not to mention, yeah, like we said, the parents would be like checked on, like their jobs would.
They would have welfare checks from their workplace. I think my rating will stay the same. I already kind of feel the exact same way I did in the theater about it. I do really like this movie a lot.
Like the first half is like genuinely really good.
I'd say it's more like maybe the first 2/3. So
I was gonna say maybe like the first 2/3 is more accurate.
it's that last like this part here.
Yeah, I think it's after the principal gets like hypnotized.
No, well, it's more so.
Brainwashed.
Yeah, that scene. And if we are going with the school shooting thing, what does Gladys brainwashing people have to do with the school shooting?
Yeah, so that's why I thought the kid was gonna like wish this to happen, because
I don't know if I don't know if I'd like that either, though.
At least it would make a little more.
It would definitely make more sense, but it would still feel very like we're just pulling for things.
What the fuck, dude? Okay.
Yeah, this whole like aspect of it is something that's what reminds me of Barbarian. That's what takes me back to being, oh yeah, he also wrote Barbarian, which was
like the shitty explanation for the
shitty explanation, really like dumb fucking like that movie was awful. He does have good ideas, but he doesn't always know how to present it.
Being a little boy once, I'm not sure how long I would have been able to not talk about this.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Like kids are pretty like honest. Usually,
they are brutally honest.
They're brutally honest.
They will just say what's on their minds, especially stuff that disturbs them or confuses them. Perhaps like we take the Max like perspective out and we just cut to this. Take out the explanation. You just have this.
And then it's like slowly revealed as to what is actually happening. Maybe it is just because they just showed the whole like perspective of it.
A big reason why that AT like episode works is because they didn't provide like a concrete answer as to why the entity did what it did.
You know, I wonder if that's a Warner Brothers thing, where it's like Zach maybe had this whole idea, and then Warner Brothers like, well, you got to dumb it down for the audience to understand it. That actually made me jump from the theater.
I guess without the Alex perspective, if it was removed, we still would have like had these scenes playing out though.
Yeah, I mean, the solution is just don't do it. Also, how is the old lady able to outrun the children?
Yeah, but now this is like framed like Scooby Doo. Damn.
This is kind of Evil Dead, though, a little bit.
I know, and I love it. Oh hell yeah. Oh fuck yeah, dude.
Also, again, like, we've kind of lost the school shooting thing.
Yeah, it lost the plot with that.
Yeah.
So that's the note we're ending. Okay,
Yeah,
it's a bit abrupt. I mean, I enjoyed it.
I like it a lot. It's good. It's quite good.
If this director could do anything going forward, I hope he doesn't feel like he has to justify his own ideas.
Just roll with it.
If you want to pay it off with any sort of like logic or any sort of like reason, like have it be cohesive.
Yeah.
Because like once Gladys comes in, it becomes like a bit of a different movie. Like it goes from like a genuine like mystery thriller kind of to a
Campy
shtick.
Sam Raimi. It also reminded me a little bit of like The Conjuring too.
Yeah, I guess with removing Alex's perspective, like I mean,
Even if we did remove Alex's perspective, we still have like those scenes.
at the end, you're right.
I can't tell you what exactly it should be because I don't know off the top of my head right now. But it shouldn't have been that. The thing is, it's like, I don't know if it was Warner Brothers or Zach. And the reason I say that is because infamously Warner Brothers is known for putting in those voiceovers for Blade Runner and as well as Dark City. So it's like, I don't know who to blame in this situation. I think it's both because it's like, it's Zach for coming up with that idea in the first place. But then it's also Warner Brothers for being like, well, we need to dumb this down for the audience to understand why and how exactly this works. So they can set up the fucking prequel that they're working on.
I'll give it a bit of a mildly reluctant 8.
Fair.